all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark, cut!
Turnover for the Liberty. 3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it. Knocks it down.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're going at Stewart. And how about this for another creation of her shot? And Caitlin Clark just feeling it right now. And when a shooter is...
From shattering records to facing off against the best, Caitlin Clark has been the talk of women's basketball. She's this amazing player, super talented, but also super down to earth. Everyone's been watching her every move, but she just dropped a bomb on the WNBA. No one saw this coming. So what's the deal? Why did she make this crazy decision?
It's gonna set in for me for quite some time. I want my legacy to be the impact that I can have on young kids.
Well, as the Olympic break is going on, it's about to even shake things up even more. We're diving deep into Caitlin Clark's world. Let's talk about her crazy numbers and what's going on with the Fever. Plus, I've got some super exciting news about a basketball legend who might be joining the mix. And hold on to your seats because I've heard some wild rumors that are gonna blow your mind. Stick around, this is gonna be good.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it? Which one is it?
You see, Caitlin Clark is on fire right now. In the last 10 games before the All-Star break, she's been absolutely unstoppable, dropping 18.5 points, grabbing 6.3 rebounds, and dishing out a crazy 11.4 assists per game. This is insane. She's not just a great player. She's rewriting the rookie rulebook. I mean, 11.4 assists? That's crazy. She's not just scoring, she's making everyone else better. This girl is a game changer. But here's the thing, the Indiana Fever is struggling. They're 11, 15 in the first half of the season. Something's seriously wrong. Last year, without Caitlin, they were a total mess. Now, with her leading the team, they should be killing it. But it's clear as day they're not living up to their potential. They could be dominating the league right now.
Also at the fair today, though, a new place to celebrate Indiana's love for basketball.
But this is Indiana.
Yeah.
So the Pacers and State Fair dedicated a new basketball court at the fairgrounds today.
But it's not all bad news for the Fever. They've got some good news too. Recently, the Indiana State Fair finally got a brand new permanent outdoor basketball court. And guess who was there to celebrate? Our girl, Caitlin Clark. She was signing jerseys, balling with the kids, and showing everyone why she's a total baller. And while Caitlin's out there making headlines, some pretty wild rumors have been circulating. Apparently, a wild rumor took flight claiming Caitlin turned down a cool $1 million to be on The View. Hold on, $1 million? That's insane. Turns out it was all a big joke. Someone made a fake news post with a made-up quote about Caitlin hating the show. Hilarious, right? But totally fake news. Speaking of fake news, remember that buzz about her dating NBA star Jaylen Brown? Yeah, another big nope. So what's the real deal on Caitlin's love life? She's actually been happily coupled up with Connor McCaffrey, a former player and current assistant coach for the Pacers, since last April. They're a super cute couple.
Technical foul on Christie Sides.
I do not blame her. It's frustrating over there on the sideline for Coach Sides.
Now, shifting back to the court, things are still messy for the Fever, and Coach Christie Sides is right in the middle of the storm. Everyone's giving her a hard time, and for good reason. Playing Caitlin Clark for 40 minutes a game is crazy. It's a disaster waiting to happen. But it's not just about Caitlin's playing time. Sides' game plans are also getting roasted. The Fever's offense is so boring to watch, it's painful. I mean, compare it to Cheryl Miller's fireworks at the All-Star game. It's night and day. Sides isn't getting the best out of Caitlin or the rest of the team. So how long can this keep going? If they don't turn things around fast, they're gonna lose more than just games. They risk losing their star players too, especially with Caitlin shining so bright at the All-Star game. She's a hot commodity, and they can't afford to lose her. But hey, there might be a silver lining on the horizon. Let's see what's up.
What's a Cheryl Miller practice like?
Gosh, I love Cheryl. I love her brother too. He's awesome, obviously a Pacer too. We were in a little commercial together, so I love their family. They're just awesome people.
Well, there has been a lot of buzz lately about Cheryl Miller. You know, the basketball legend who absolutely killed it. coaching the All-Star team, potentially stepping in as the Fever's head coach. But trust me, this isn't just gossip. Miller's coaching during the All-Star game was like, whoa. She showed everyone exactly what the Fever are missing. Smart plays, like those fancy passes and screens. You know, the stuff that actually wins games. Compared to what the Fever are doing now, it's like worlds apart. Miller's got the experience, the brain, and the respect. She's won championships as a coach before, with both the Phoenix Mercury and USC. And let's be real, she seems to have this instant connection with Caitlin Clark. Imagine Miller coaching a team with Clark as the star player. That could be electric. The Fever needs a serious shakeup, and Miller might be the perfect person to do it. She could take this team to the next level and make sure they keep stars like Caitlin around. But here's the big question. Will the Fever make the bold move and hire her? Or will they stick with what they're doing and risk losing their brightest star?
But it was a great collaboration with all the players, but Indiana has a very, very bright future.
Imagine this, Cheryl Miller as the Indiana Fever's head coach. Can you see it? I mean, it's crazy to think about, but it could be exactly what they need. Not just to win games, but to keep Caitlin Clark happy and on board. Miller's got this winning mentality. She's coached championship teams before, and she knows how to get the best out of her players. Plus, she seems to have this instant connection with Caitlin. It's like they speak the same basketball language. With Miller at the helm, the Fever could go from being just another team to a real contender. She could teach these players how to play smart and how to work together as a team. And let's face it, Caitlin Clark would shine even brighter with Miller coaching her. So the question is, will the Fever make the right call? Will they bring in a legend like Cheryl Miller and shake things up? Or will they stick with the status quo and risk losing their star player? This is a huge decision for the Fever. Let's hope they make the right one. Now, let's talk about this Olympic break. It's not just a vacation for the players, it's a major turning point for the whole league, especially for the Indiana Fever and their superstar, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin's been killing it, but even she needs a break. She's been running non-stop since last March, so this time off is huge for her. But it's also a big deal for the Fever. They need to figure out how to keep her happy and build a team around her. With the Olympic break, there's going to be a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff happening. New contracts, team trades, maybe even some coaching changes. And let's not forget, the Fever has to make some serious moves to keep Caitlin in Indiana. This is a big moment for the WNBA. The decisions made now could change the league forever. Everyone's watching to see what the Fever will do. They've got a chance to build a dynasty around Caitlin, but they also risk losing her. The pressure is on. So I would like to know what you think about this situation. Will the Fever make the right call, or will they lose their superstar to other teams? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more content updates.